Since the early 1980s, Vineyard Music has had its finger on the pulse of worship within Vineyard Churches. Through musical expression, we have captured glimpses of what God has been doing within the movement and shared it with the world. Our motto, "From the Church, for the Church," 2008 brings a new expression of that same passion, Vineyard Music and Vineyard Resources.
Well, Vineyard Music has played a very vital role in the Vineyard movement over the last 25 years.
Discover. Music is discovered in local Vineyard churches. Develop. Songs are developed, making them more accessible to others. Distribute. Songs reflecting Vineyard values are distributed to the world.
We've seen the need for some time of having some way of pulling together all of the resources that we have in the Vineyard into one place where everyone can access them. And so we're taking the distribution wing of Vineyard Music and enlarging it to include all of these other resources. Vineyard Music will continue to do what they've done so splendidly, and Vineyard Resources will continue to distribute Vineyard Music as well as expand to all of these other resources.
Vineyard Music.
As we move forward into this new season, our heart and value behind Vineyard Music really hasn't changed. But there are some new expressions of the historic heart and value of Vineyard Music. First, there's Varietal Records. Varietal Records is a place for the significant emerging voices coming out of our local churches to have a proper platform for the things God is doing in them with their worship expression and their songs. We're also launching a podcast, Inside Worship Podcast, which will feature a new song, chord sheet for that song, and an interview with the songwriter, really giving away the things that God has given us for free. That'll be freely available to everyone. The last thing I want to mention is our National Worship Leaders Retreat in Estes Park, Colorado. This has proven to be such a connecting time, a healing time, a place for our worship folks to gather and pray for one another and really bear each other's burdens. I can't recommend enough how important it is to send your worship leader or to keep sending your worship leader.
Vineyard Resources.
Vineyard Resources is the name that we are putting on something that we've already been doing. Just as Vineyard Music has been dedicated for years to collecting the worship resources and songs that are birthed organically out of our churches, so now it makes sense for Vineyard Resources to do the same with other materials that are making impact at the local church level. The things that are there that are reflecting the Vineyard values and are making impact are now going to have a place to be made available to the wider church. It's going to be the place where you know that you can come and be able to trust that the materials that are available there are rooted and infused with Vineyard values. And we're really thrilled and privileged to be able to expand it and be able to introduce Vineyard Resources to you.
For the first time in the history of our movement, we're going to bring together the resources from across our movement, bring them all together and make them available for our local churches. And I think it's going to bring new unity. So I am extremely excited about the possibilities that this new emergence is going to bring to our movement.
Vineyard Music and Vineyard Resources, a new expression for capturing the heart of the Vineyard and sharing it within our churches and the world.